I mean, I was looking at his video, but I believe it came from Sonetta, where he put it out there that a case came about from that. So regardless of what, it was dealt with. Yeah.
And like, look, we've been speaking out like it's a team. My name logo on here is Black Country Fraud Committee, BCFC. Fortunately, I was with Kev Gills and Tasha Pope, CCC TV. It was a whole team of us that was going after a lot of frauds in the community. A lot of frauds. We was going after people left and right. So, it's not that. And Polite was one of a lot of this stuff we exposed a long time ago, but people weren't listening because, just like you see, they were idol worshiping and things like that. But you things of that nature. So, now.
I'm sorry, my bad.
So I'm just glad now. I'm gonna tell you now that I feel good now, more positive now because things are being exposed and people are believing it. So I can tell it's like a different attitude, from the people.
It always comes to the light, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I wanted while Kay was up here for you to show him that so you can see the pattern, because he's acting like this is the first time. And a case came about with that first situation with Renenton, which was
why do you think he stopped doing those lectures and shit and came to California? Sonetta even said it on one of his things. Oh, somebody said that they had to go back out and get their lust out before they really, bring the information to them. He was talking about Polite. That's why he came to California, because hella shit was going on out there too.
Well, what information does Polite actually bring? And this is another thing I need to bring to the forefront. The real estate scam was a fraud. The sovereignty paperwork, as we can see now, was a fraud because he wouldn't be in jail if the sovereignty paperwork worked. Okay, the PP, he's like, they talking about social media influencers. He's a PPP loan fraud influencer. And the thing is, he got all those people to sign up for PPP loans, get his cut out the deal, but he never signed up for one himself. So, really you have to pay attention. He's a fraud. A lot of these people, let me see. Morris World TV, I think the other day, interviewed Imam Bashir, who's been with the House of Consciousness from day one almost. And he exposed that it's all this is just TV. A lot of stuff is staged. It's all about money. It's not for the people. They're giving half information and stuff like that. You really have to pay attention and then research behind people. Just don't dive in head first. You got to research behind these people because a lot of people are running with a lot of this propaganda out here is stuff that came from the conscious community. One year they were telling people not to vote. When they talk about the LGBTQ and the P. No, as you can see, they're more about the P than the LGBTQ. So y'all got to really pay attention and look at things for what it's worth, because it's a lot. It's like, look over here. It's a lot of look over here, but not over here while I'm doing this.
Right, and also, a lot of I'm not even gonna say a lot. This whole well, what about before? Y'all didn't say nothing before. That's nothing but a deflection.
Right.
That's all that is. These people are deflecting from what is happening now. Okay, maybe people didn't say this, that, and didn't go hard in the paint before. Well, they're doing it now. So if you're on the side of what's right on the side of children, you should just be happy that it's happening when it's happening. There's a time for everything, and every dog has his day. And another thing, y'all don't have to apologize for nothing, because regardless of what happens, people are just reporting on the news. People are reporting on the evidence that what's there to apologize for?
Mm-hmm.
And this is a conversation that needs to be had anyway.
And keep holding them accountable, because the more you keep pointing the fingers at Sonetta, the more everything, point the fingers, I pointed the finger at Inky, and Inky came, let them, let it come, they want to come clean, let them come clean. Look, I tell them right now, it's the time for you to come clean. You need to be Because you can't be out here talking about you for the people and you're withholding information that can keep people out of danger.
That's big facts.
I like this comment by Plat J. This is what I said. Even if it's a situation where, let's say, Polite was banking on probably paying his way out of this, maybe bribing the mom, hypothetically. If she were to drop.
So they get to say all this shit about him. They don't see this shit. I ain't talking about them on the panel, just the people who following them and giving them the views. He can pay his way out. He gonna do this, he gonna do that. Shit just crazy, man. And you about the truth, really? Really? So the nigga go to court, fair trial court, not your fucking panel. Get proven that he's innocent. He ain't did shit. Oh no, he paid it. You know, he paid the mom. He paid the daddy. He paid the brothers and the sisters. But if somebody say, well, I think y'all just doing this bullshit, black man getting attacked shit. Oh, y'all playing the victim. Y'all sound like a bunch of Candace Owens, Tommy Sotomayor, and all that shit. Won't y'all just come out the closet on that shit? Y'all got something against black people, all black people, but pretending that that's why everybody moving to this shit like they been about kids, but they're not doing one fucking thing for kids. Charleston White speak on it. He trying to do stuff for the kids. But a lot of people keep talking about the kids, and they're not even helping their own fucking kids. Own fucking kids come out to be bastards, just like they talk about pastors and their daughters. They say pastor kids be the worst. I wonder how y'all kids gonna come out to be. Because all of y'all got kids and keep talking about kids. But I don't know if y'all have any platform that any parent can bring their kid to be educated, uplifted, and helped. Just a question.
I definitely believe it's a situation where where the state would pick up the case, regardless, based on, like all the evidence.
I think this case might open up doors, because they're very familiar to who Polite is. And I think that it's going to
the Fed's been watching them, and that's for sure.
Right. I think it's going to open up some other doors and other avenues that he's not expecting, similar to Dr. York.
Well, the thing about it is, even if he gets caught not guilty, he's still done.
Yep, you got a civil case coming. You're gonna have a civil case coming.
And then that's once again up to us, because what these people also on social media bank on is the new people, the old people like myself, and that's why I'm on here. Like, it's up to us to educate y'all and tell me what these people are about. Because when the new people come along, y'all don't know these old stories. So, you're looking at him like, all this and all that. And then you might be more prone to listen to somebody like YK.
Right.
Listen.
His name is PTSD.
Hold on. Can I just address this real quick? Wait, I hear feedback. Somebody is playing a video in the background. Somebody's playing it, please. I know it ain't me. All right. So, anyways, YK made the show live. No, actually, YK caused me to have all types of anxiety. Like, when I say that, it's mainly because he was triggering the shit out of me. When he would cut people off, but then when you try to tell him he cut you off, he'll gaslight you, and you're just like, yo, is this dude for real? Like,
so nobody else was cutting off anybody else, including YK.
He was triggering the whole chat. The whole chat was lit up. And I know you was busy, doing your thing on the panel, but he just was really an energy vampire.
You have to hasten your job, because I would have been cussed him out. I am the verbal assassin. It is what I do.
There we go, Kareem. Thank you.
I said that. You know what?
Hold on. Before
I couldn't get on.
Thank you for the platform, and it was an honor.
Oh, it was an honor too. Thank you so much for coming on. I hope to see you the next one.
Yes. God bless you.
Bless.
Peace.
Kareem, peace to you, Kareem. Hold on 1 second. I got my sister up here from the cult page, the cult education page. Kay, you want me to call you Kay? I remember you said that last time. I just want to give you a shout out. Whenever you feel like you want to chime in, please do. I'm not.
That's fine. Sending you greetings from Central America. I'm just listening.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Salute. Somebody says salute. Hold on. And I want to say thank you to Rasta Black for your super chat, and thank you as well, Preach Pre-7. I don't know. Thank you. Okay. Echo in the background. Somebody's playing the video. Echo in the background. If you could turn it down.
You know what I was gonna say, sis?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, a lot of times YK, he really made himself look bad. I learned a lot from him on the Young Pharaoh situation a couple of years ago, but tonight it was just so disheartening. I couldn't believe what the brother was saying. It's like you want to say in one breath, we're gonna wait for the evidence, but do you wait for the evidence for R. Kelly? Do you wait for the evidence for Eric Garner? Do you wait for the evidence for one of them popes in the Catholic Church? So we want to be.
Obviously, they did. Because they still went to court, and the evidence had to come out to prove them guilty or innocent. So that's not a good point, brother. No matter what y'all saying as a public opinion, the court gotta still go. You still gotta go to court. That's what I'm saying, and what YK is saying. The truth, not what we feel in our emotions. If I ask you, are you about truth, and you say yeah, and then you turn around and do this shit, you're not about the truth. You're about your emotions over the truth. The truth is what stand at the end of the day, man. And that's all that's gonna stand. Nobody will. I tell you like this. Everybody keep talking about this cancel culture shit. You can't cancel nobody, man. When they getting their bread and they making their shit and they got their followers. Like, people always gonna still fuck with them. Because y'all running around here playing a bunch of baby crisis and judgment day shit, and then don't even believe in the book, but y'all quote the book more than Christians and Hebrews and all this shit. I hear people that don't believe in the Bible or they into any other thing always in the book more than people that believe the book. Y'all doing all this judging, but y'all corrupted yourself. But time got a perfect way of showing asshole their own shit. And time would do that. Some shit will happen in your life and you will get exposed for your irrational thinking. Hey, we just riding because it's this, that, and you pretending to be about children. But this whole 11 hour was nothing about how can y'all come up with a program or something about kids. It was just about polite, YK, and slandering, calling names with no facts or nothing. No facts. No facts. A police report is not a fact that this man is the person. YK saying factual shit, people been locked up and accused for all kinds of allegations besides molestation and been proven to be innocent. Didn't get nobody to say amen on that, but every bullshit somebody else said, motherfucker said amen to.
Be selective on who we gonna wait for the evidence for. It's no excuse for a man to be out with a 14-year-old. Bottom line.
And how much evidence is he needing?
And how much do you need? Wild about it, one of those guys has that.
Mute your mic if you're not talking.
Huh?
Yeah, okay. Too much silence. Let's talk. Who's the next person that want to say something?
Hello.
He was someone who doesn't know how to listen to learn. He's really listening in order to respond. So when y'all would say this or say that, his whole thing was let me react because I don't agree, which was getting
Exactly. Not trying.
Brother, that goes the same way. When you talk like that, that went the same way. And I don't feel like replaying this whole fucking video to show you that. Just watch all these damn videos. Every time he said something, they wanted to react and answer. But like I said, it's okay. Cause that's how unfair motherfuckers view things. There's always one person. Hey, he try to react. No, brother. Everybody on this panel besides YK was doing that shit. When he say something, y'all was trying to react and answer. There was about 3 or 4 people talking at one time. But oh no, you didn't see that shit. You didn't see it because people never see that shit.
Trying to understand.
Exactly. Completely irritating. Yeah.
I'm gonna just say this and jump off because it's like 4 o'clock in Cali. But I just want people to take this as an example of like, keep your antennas up and watch for these people who come into your communities in your life and on your YouTube and be, with the shit and the information selling. Like if you got something to tell somebody, just tell them why you gotta sell it to them. But you gotta be careful of these people and if something is off about them, like go with that first feeling and don't keep letting them keep their platforms and giving them money and keep supporting them. If we done with them, let's be.
It's all about this pocket watching bullshit. Went from molestation to man versus women to pocket watching. This whole 11-hour thing was that, bro. A lot of people who not that successful get on here and say anything about another man that is. But they talk about Christianity so much, but this is Christianity. Everybody telling their testimony. Hey, I was touched. Hey, I was this. Hey, watch people that do this. All these testimonies. But you'll hate the people that go to church. Everybody who go to church got to automatically believe a white God without you even asking them that question. You just deeming what the fuck people believe and do. But y'all not egotistic or narcissistic or arrogant. Everybody else is. I heard a bunch of bullshit on here. It'll take me years to sit here and just dissect the shit in this 11-hour shit because it says so much shit that can be unpacked and from every hour of this damn video.
Be done with them and not even bring their name up no more. We can't keep giving excuses for these people because they say they bringing something to the people, information. All this information has been given out before by master teachers, real master teachers, like Dr. Blair, a lot of people. Like you ain't got to listen to dudes who finally found a way to scheme to come and give you something. Like you can go look this up for yourself. You can go read a book. Like you ain't gotta rely on these people to give you information. And look at the way they give you the information.
Obviously they do because they are lazy. Okay? You can say this all you want, but it's like blowing into the wind because it ain't gonna do shit. Blowing your breath into the wind ain't gonna do shit but get blown away. That's what you're doing right now because people still are. You can't cancel nobody. You can't destroy nobody. Especially during a time like this. If the person is proven to be innocent, it's going to just make you motherfuckers look like he said you are. Thirsty. Haters. And it just destroying your credibility. It's just going to be a bunch of y'all in the group talking more shit. That's why you be neutral, be balanced. Say, hey man, he innocent to proven guilty, but I can speculate what I think he did and how he did it. Or same way people can say I can say what this woman trying to do with this girl, what they doing. But no, every negative energy y'all have towards Brother Polite, and you'll get mad if somebody say, hey man, it's like y'all attacking black men. Instead of saying, yeah, I know it can seem that way, you motherfuckers say, well, y'all playing the victim. Just say, nah, I can see that because we ain't saying shit about the other person. We just really getting on his ass. But the best excuse is because it's a 14-year-old girl. So that makes a lot of people wonder. So if it was an older woman, how would your feelings be then? Would you be fair? Would you be talking about the woman, or just polite still? So it's kind of set up in y'all favor because it's a 14-year-old girl that you can just lean all your goodness towards that way, and then clown him until he's found innocent or guilty. And then y'all saying, hey, I really don't give a fuck. He proven innocent. All the allegations he have, fuck him. That nigga ain't worried about y'all, man. And y'all know that. He's not trying to be important. He is important. You guys are trying to be important. That's a danger.
Information. You know what I'm saying? It's always a stay tuned. So I'm gonna say this, like, stay tuned, but stay tuned and peep for the bullshit. And thank you for putting me on your platform. I really appreciate it. Like, you one of the only platforms that allow people to speak their mind, and really it's about community. So I appreciate that, sis. Thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You made me smile.
Yep.
Real quick, I just want to say thank you to Chuck for the super chat. Chuck Morgan says, my website, nuwabianism.com, has the documentation on Malachi York, including his case and trial. Okay, thank you. I'm going to go on to that. And I guess I'll probably...
Sister Sweet Mind, you must be super tired.
I am beyond tired. And the thing about it is, I'm supposed to be going to summer jam. And honestly, I don't want to because the weather's supposed to be bad. But anyways, Coffee and Kush TV. I'm much respect to you. I love your channel. I've been watching you for years. You're very entertaining. Yeah, he's very entertaining. I really like his channel. He goes, this channel is approved by the fraud department. Keep up the great work.
Yeah, that's my dude. That's my dude right there. That's my dude. I've been watching him for a minute. I've been watching Ken Bills, Ken Rowe. I love it. I love it.
If you can hook up Chuck Morgan, if you can get with Sweet Mind, and Sweet Mind, if you can get with Chuck Morgan, that would be an awesome interview.
Oh, okay.
Chuck Morgan.
So please do with Chuck Morgan. Like hook up with Sweet Mind on that interview.
Press what? Oh my God. No, I swear this dude, Coffee and Kush. If you guys don't watch his channel, you have to.
Here you go. You falling in love with a character. And then if this brother get exposed for some shit or get caught up in any type of murder or lie, I want to see you feel the same way how you feel about Polite. Because you caught up in these characters of YouTubers.
Sounds like such a beautiful combination right now. Oh my
goodness. Press one.
Press one. Ken Rowe.
Damn, he's subscribing right now.
Number one, buddy.
Press number one.
Look, Sweet Mind.
Yes.
I interject real quick. I'm gonna fall off too. Get with Chuck Morgan. He was just on Killer Priest about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he was bringing out a lot of information coming out of the New Orleans.
Yeah, you can probably even get Tydick Noel.
Very smart.
You can probably even, he has contacts with Tydick Noel, and he knows all of that. So please do.
You guys know I like to get into getting research. Like if you've seen the stuff that I put out on other people, I like to get details and research. Oh yes, let's get it.
Nice.
You know what I was thinking, Sweet Mind? You know what I was thinking? Not to cut the sister wisdom. You know what I was thinking? Don't be surprised. I know you say y'all out there in the NYC. I wouldn't be surprised tonight when U.S. Summer Jam that you wouldn't see Brother Polite somewhere in that audience trying to rub shoulders and scams.
You might see him there too.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Well, just go up and slap them if you do. And I'll cash them. and tape it,
You will
please.
get the most loveliest cash app.
Yeah, exactly. just slap him, girl. We got your bail. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We
He
got
probably try to cash out me to make me stop making these damn videos. But let me tell you something. Wait, before, and I definitely want my sister Kay to speak because she came on and dropped off. But both of them, both of them, they both didn't get to say anything. I wanted to say this before I forget. So I was watching Sonetta earlier. Naja, you keep sending me this video and you telling me to play it. Can you tell me where? Because I text you, you didn't respond. Where do you want me to play?
19 minutes in and 25 seconds.
All right. Before I play that, I was listening to Sonetta earlier, and Sonetta's excuse was a sorry excuse. He basically said, and to anybody that is a fan of Sonetta, just understand when he went live to address the fact that people were calling him out for exposing Polite, his answer didn't make sense to me. He said that he said it because he was mad. Now, I'm going to say this.
exactly.
Yeah,
There was multiple videos, which I seen another video that he did where he detailed, Sonetta detailed,
Yep.
he was chasing that something about the girl, the young girl, Ronanetti, whatever. Her daddy,
his wife's
Raynetta, whatever.
Renanten.
Renanten.
Right. Yeah.
Sonetta went into detail in another video, and I actually think it had. Okay, I remember what the screen looked like. He had a picture of Brother Polite on his screen, and it said Brother Polite's real face or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking shit about Brother Polite, and he mentioned Renanten and the dad. And I'm like, wait, so you didn't Renate?
Renanten, or just call her Tashia.
Tashia. So the thing about it is, Sonetta, you mentioned it a couple of times on your live that Polite was violating another man's child. And now it's like, come on, man. And the thing about YK the Truth, the reason why I allowed him on this platform was because obviously I was playing his video. I wanted to know, what the hell is your excuse for the shit that you said in that video? Talking about Brother Polite could have been a victim of that young girl.
He never had one.
I'm trying to hear that bullshit.
He should have been called out.
Please,
The fact that you said, and the fact that I'm talking about Sweet Ma calling out, what is it, YK? And the fact that you said that this is someone that you actually respected. That you had the courage to call out the bullshit that you heard. You know, and that's what we all have to do. We have to call out the bullshit no matter who it comes from. And Sonetta included. And I was actually going to mention that about Sonetta. It is a sorry excuse to now claim, oh, you was just mad. Listen. If this is supposed to be your friend and you get mad at this person, there's a million things you can say about your friend besides accusing them of having short eyes. Accusing someone of having short eyes is a bridge too far. And why would you even think to say something like that unless you have some knowledge that that is something that is true? And why would you go back and be friends with if me and Sweet Ma are friends, and then we get into it, and she accuses me of having short eyes? Listen, that's a bridge too far. We can never be friends. We can never be friends again.
Exactly.
So that was bullshit.
Exactly.
And YK works for Sonetta, and he works. You know how they have people who do videos and who will go after people on behalf of them. And YK is one. That's why he goes after the same. And there's a couple more that was out here, but YK is one of those people that works with.
Once again, shit she say that can't be factual, just saying because he does it. But he got videos about every goddamn thing. And he even said his own mouth that Sonetta did something wrong. But I tell you, people just talk just to be fucking talking. And that's what you get from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these niggas here. That's a girl too. But they're just talking, man. Never with no facts, though. You can't ever say, well, direct me to a video or something like that. YK getting paid and work for them. No, he worked for the goddamn truth. which you don't work for. Anybody can say any goddamn thing without being facts. I'm a doctor. Can you prove that I'm not a doctor? You can't make me show you no papers. I don't have to do none of that shit. I'm a doctor. Dummy.
Sinetta and works with Polite, and there it is.
And he gets paid.
He gets paid.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and drop off so you can let somebody else up.
Man, I'm about to speed up this shit, man, because it's really just a bunch of bullshit. And Inky, come on, because I want to get to some other videos. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of bullshit. Then Inky gonna come on.
It's no way that you can go out.
Thank you for even coming up.
Hey, y'all have a good night. Well, good morning.
You too.
Good day. Bless.
I just want to take a moment to thank Sweet Mom for her patience, because as you could see, everybody in the chat was snapping like, cuss him out, cut him off. That took so much patience to be able to sit there through that, despite how we know you feel. Like, your facial expression was saying everything. My main issue with this whole situation, this is why I really wanted to get on here. The fact that he is going out of his way to defend a grown man against a 14-year-old, accusing him of what she accused him of, and he himself, he doesn't even know the facts. He was not there. So I feel like if he was being...
That's why he don't call him guilty, though. You don't see that shit, but you see what the fuck you and everybody else saying. That's why he ain't saying he's guilty or innocent. He's saying, look, wait till the court date, wait till everything come out. I'm not gonna speak on nothing I don't have all facts on. And that's a problem, because y'all ideology is go with the 14-year-old girl, because that's just what we do. We just go, and then we'll find out later. That sound like y'all some murderers, man. But that shit, you ain't gonna let that sink in your head. You ain't gonna let that sink in your head. You gonna dismiss that and deflect that shit because you want to go with this bullshit. Oh, we gonna stone this motherfucker. If he dies, we then find out he innocent, we'll just apologize to his family. That's what I hear. And that's what it is, though. And YK saying, hell no, I'm not going for that. I'm going for the truth. I'm not going for that dumb shit y'all talking about. I want the truth. I don't got time to just be throwing my head on the the guillotine just to get it cut off, and then the dude innocent, and then I gotta look like a jackass. But y'all don't give a fuck about being a jackass, because what y'all saying, y'all mission is for the children. So if you gotta be a jackass and lie and slander a person's name and try to fuck up his reputation, no matter if it's Polite or anybody else, you gonna do it. And then if you proven wrong, then you gonna be like, well, oh well. Like he's saying, y'all been doing this shit since people been trying to have organizations. Black folks been doing this whole shit. Whenever somebody come out, got an organization, then some shit come out, y'all start doing this shit, man. Blah, 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 blah. Talking towards against the person who got the organization. Was the Hebrews, church, anything. Y'all attack the person who's supposed to be the leader or the preacher or anything. And then if it get proven that the person is innocent, y'all don't say shit. It's no more videos made, no more apologies. Nothing. It's no apologies or nothing. It's just you moving on to the next thing. And that's what this will be. But I kind of think this shit will drag out with Polite. If he found to be innocent, y'all gonna be still talking about Polite and how y'all think he's still guilty, but no facts. Because you don't even have facts about the first case. I'm looking for the facts on the first couple of allegations. And ain't nobody gonna ever come forward with those papers. Now, Sinetta did, nobody did. But allegedly, he has been accused. Just like he being accused now. If I just ask you a simple question, you get pissed off. Hey, what's those police reports and shit that he went to jail for those allegations? He did 10, 20 years. Nah, he didn't get convicted. He just got he was accused of it. And the only thing ringing y'all head is, oh, he had to do it, but he just getting off of it. That's but that don't seem like hate to y'all. Don't ever say y'all about the truth and y'all real, man. Y'all faker than motherfucking press on else. A person get accused 4 times, don't go to jail for 9 one of them. And be convicted of anything. But it don't seem like it's somebody trying to attack the brother. It seems like, oh, he's doing these crimes and getting off because he's paying. But how can a nigga be broke and rich at the same time? Because y'all talk about how broke he is and how rich he is at the same time to pay people off. But nobody stops and say, yeah, we do sound stupid. The man can't pay no rent. He's borrowing people cars and shit. He's a borrower. He just borrow this, borrow that. He ain't got no house out there. He staying in somebody else's house, but he somehow still paying off for cases, paying off all these people he molested. Okay, and I guess I just put my neck out there for the truth and call bullshit.
Honorable man using discernment, he would have just said, yo, that's not how I know him. So I'm not sure what's really going on, but I hope that's not what's happening. But for him,
that's the same thing he said. He just said, hey, maybe she could try to set him up by the help of the mother. Because how did she get around polite? But now, don't put shit on women. Only on the band. Don't say, hey, yeah, that's a possibility. I feel you what you're saying, but I hope not. Y'all ain't doing that shit. Y'all not doing that, man. Most of y'all women, these sucker ass niggas going along with that. He said that. I already played YK video. What if she came on to him? And it's a thing her mother told her to do. She got alcohol. She got this. She got to get. What if? Oh, that can't be a what if. Unless it was two man on man with y'all, because it seemed like y'all attacking man. It's just attacking man. Nobody can have a plan to get polite, but he just a nasty motherfucker. He just doing all, and that's where you miss a lot of people at. You like, hold on, man. I see a bunch of bashing of the man and this black man versus black woman bullshit. That's what we see. Because anytime somebody say, what if they conspire against Brother Polite? Instead of you being fair and say, yeah, maybe that can be. She might be trying to push her daughter onto him. Maybe she, did this, did that because she don't want to get his sperm. That can be a possibility. That can be things happen, but y'all act like that shit don't happen. That's a too far of a reach. Oh, no. And you keep saying that shit like, what he doing around a 14-year-old for anyways? But hold on. Didn't you just say earlier, and everybody was stating through the police report, that he dated the woman and she got a 14-year-old daughter? Wouldn't they all be around each other if he at her house and a little 14-year-old daughter is around? That's a dumbass question. That's why y'all don't make big bucks. Can't be no lawyer or no judge, or do not put these motherfuckers on no jury stand because they say stupid shit and think it's profound. It's not profound. It's easy to be knocked down. How did he be around a 14-year-old? Because he dating a woman that got a 14-year-old daughter, asshole.
When Sweet Mom played the video at the beginning, for him to play a scenario as though the 14-year-old was the one who was in the wrong. Like, how dare you? You don't even know.
The lawyers will say that as well. And what you gonna say about the lawyers saying it? They pedophiles too? For cross-examining the victim and coming up with alleged things that could have happened.
Even though Polite he was challenging somebody who did know him personally.
Exactly. Who knew his history.
He's getting paid by Sarnetta and Polite to do that.
Right. And then the attorney is not.
Here you go again with the shit you can't prove. He getting paid by Sarnetta and Polite. Well, show the pay stubs then. Is he getting it through Cash App, PayPal, check, money order? How's he getting his money?
Not a real attorney. It's always an excuse.
You know what was making it so bad?
No, it's not an excuse. He's just saying anybody can say it. He said that. I'm not gonna go back and play. He said anybody can say anything on this platform, on this broadcast. I'm a lawyer. I'm a cop. I'm a doctor. I know the mother, but they don't have to prove it to you. That's what YK said. Y'all mad because he's stating shit that is a possibility the whole time. But y'all just don't want to say, yeah, you're right, it can be. But, it just seemed like you keep saying everything is not it. He said, no, I'm just saying this person could be lying. How can we just take his word for face value? But see, that's what y'all MO is. Y'all take shit as face value without really having solid proof. It can just be a paperwork document there and sound fishy and some discrepancies, and then y'all take it. Okay, even though we see he paid $1,000 or it's supposed to be 50,000, pay 10%, mean 10,000 because that's 5%, whatever out of 50, and then y'all just go along with everything. He said, "Nah, I just want the truth, man. I want the truth." The truth. I just want the truth. I don't want half of the truth. I want all the truth.
Ed was like, dude, you are taking up for somebody real hard who you don't know, you never met, and you're not related.
Wait,
another stupid ass comment. You don't know the little victim girl or the mother. You don't know if they would do anything like YK said. But you taking up for them. Same logic, my brother, but y'all don't know what logic is. You riding for the woman like that's your ex-wife. And her daughter is your daughter. A stepdaughter. So don't say stuff that can be easily debunked and confounded, man. I just did it to you. You don't know them. You don't have nothing to give them for their pain, for their suffering. So don't tell YK what he can't do. Or me or anybody. Stand for the truth. And the truth is always going to be anybody in any situation is innocent to proven guilty. Sorry if you can't wrap your head around that. I'm not going to baby spoon feed you to make you understand that. Both sides going to have to be cross-examined and get questioned about what they are saying to see if it's true or not. Evidence going to have to be put on the table. It's going to have to be examined before the jury and the judge, prosecutors, defender, lawyers, and all that to see, okay, let's run this thing through a test. And like we said, if they had his DNA a match, it's real fishy how they let a pedophile out of jail on the lowest bond ever. Why they couldn't raise the bond up? These are good questions, but not to y'all because y'all just want shit to go y'all way. These are good questions. Why didn't raise the bail up? You had his DNA. He is the guy. Why can't he have a higher bail than that of 50,000 or whatever? His bail, it should have been no bond. But okay, whatever. Let me let this shit go.
Confirmed he never met him. Cause see, he was asked that question multiple times, and he danced over it. Like everything that was proven a point on the opposing side, he danced over or yelled over it. So is it confirmed that he doesn't even know Polite in real life, and he with this hard over somebody he doesn't know against another 14-year-old he doesn't know? That does not make him over.
That's the same thing you doing. You don't know no party. You don't know Polite. You don't know the woman or the daughter. But you going that hard to defend her. So this is a fucking waste of argument, waste of time. This shit is waste. I would have took you off my broadcast. It's a waste of time. I would have said, sister, if you gonna keep talking like this with that stupid ass logic when you just putting your foot in your mouth, it's a waste of time. None of y'all know none of the people. That's why it's a public opinion. He got the right to say whatever the hell he want about the little girl, the mother, or if he want to be like y'all and target Polite. Damn. The shit ain't that hard.
He does not know him. He said he's been following him for like several years or something like that. He does not know him personally.
Even when you know people your whole life, you don't know their darkness. You know what I mean? Well, you can't go that far. But most people after the bag, y'all. Yeah, I hear you, but when he lost his respect and honor, and that's more valuable than any bag you can get. Money can be spent, but your reputation, your honor, your respect, that's what you carry beyond the grave, okay? How people remember you, that's something that money can't buy. So the fact that he got up on here and defended that man against that 14-year-old girl, not knowing exactly what happened because he wasn't there, you're just as bad as the people you pointing the finger at. That's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
It's ridiculous on both sides. You just show how unfair you are. Like, what kind of shit is y'all talking about, man? You jumping on here defending them and the girl doing the same shit that you kind of claim YK doing. But no, you don't see it because you got a bunch of yes. Yeah, that's it. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you got all that around you. None of y'all have facts. None of us. You got a police report and a story that everybody on here admitted to that it sound crazy, and the mother said it wasn't the real story. It's somewhere messed it up. Some court case, the documents of the payment of bond is all messed up with some discrepancies. But you blaming YK?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it was about the bag. Don't get it misconstrued because we're looking at morals. Like, you know, you're looking at morals. Like he
and has the audacity to try to call you out about, oh, you're doing this for clout and a bag. Come on.
Yeah.
Eventually you are. So we all are. So get used to it. You know what? Don't cry about it. You're doing it for a bag, like Polite said. YK, doing it for a bag. I am. Everybody trying to get some money, man. So stop. You wouldn't stayed up 11 hours and didn't say shit really profound about the girl. Besides, you just taking up for not knowing the whole story after admitting that the story is the wrong story. The host said it. That's not the right story. The white Puerto Rican came on and said all kinds of crazy shit. Nobody never said nothing to him about. He said he knew this was gonna happen. Nobody said, "Damn, you knew it was gonna happen." Who are you? Were you in on this allegedly? No, you just kept talking about YK and Polite. They your main two targets. Polite, YK. The Puerto Rican guy come on here and say all kinds of shit. I knew Polite. I knew this was gonna happen because he trying to mark himself off of this guy. And like, damn. So you knew you got the blueprint. You got the book. Can you bring the book? Reveal the book that he was gonna do this. That's how you talking. But no, nobody said nothing. They gave that Puerto Rican white dude a pass just because he was saying something different from YK.
He's actually doing it for a bag and the clout.
Gaslighting.
He seems like a fan, honestly. He really seemed like a huge fan of
Shit, we all fans of Polite. Y'all fans of Polite? Because y'all did an 11-hour marathon about him, so you the biggest fan.
A groupie, a fanboy.
That's beyond being a fan. That's
a water carrier, a cult member.
So people who stayed up 11 hours ain't fanboys too? Fangirls, groupies, cult members? This shit here is crazy. That's why YK said y'all just put y'all foot in y'all mouth. Anything you try to say about somebody else gotta come right back to you because it's just the truth. Y'all stayed up 11 hours talking about Polite, but everybody else is the fanboy and the groupie. Shit crazy.
Him like a wife or a husband, however you want to put it.
That's so emotional.
Nothing seemed neutral. Everything was an excuse for him, and when you made a point, anybody else made a point against his, it was
horrible.
Evidence. Were you there?
It was torturous to watch. It really was. But
I hear nothing but women talking. The shit is amazing. Got one guy here, one guy there, this guy, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 women, and I don't hear no man saying nothing but yes, yes, yes. Just like the church. They talk about the church all the time, but this is what you got right here. A bunch of church going on. I'm going to title this video, Church. Watch. I'm going to title this video. I'm going to try to broadcast this a little bit longer. Record this a little longer, man. So I'm trying to get done with this bullshit. I didn't expose this shit already for what it is. But I'm going to try to get this shit to get done with. It's 11 hours, got 5 hours.
Happened though. I just exposed them. Like she just.
I'm sorry. I just want to say to Sweet Ma that I don't know. Somebody's echoing really bad.
Oops. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, you might want to cut the second screen off.
Yeah, or mute up something. Okay, I just wanted to say, because I'm going to drop off now. Sweet Mo, thank you so much for allowing me on your panel. It's my first time on your panel, but I think you've seen me in your chat before. And I love the narcissism content that you do. I know, girl, like, for real. It's everything you say is true and facts. Don't let anybody gaslight you out of that. Stay strong on what you know and what you've experienced, because I've experienced it too. So you're right on the money. But I just want to say this, just to give us Black folks a little bit of hope. Yes, we have the YKs and the few others and certain groupie callers that call into different shows caping for polite, right? But if you really pay attention, you look around, the majority of people, and when I was in Sanetta's chat, pretty like 95% of them people were going in on Sanetta. Okay, so the majority of us, which is encouraging, even though hearing the YKs of the world is discouraging, but let's be encouraged.
Hey, let me tell you this, YK. You really hurt their feelings. Because they know what the fuck you was saying was the truth. Because if it was bullshit, nobody respond to bullshit. And nobody cares that much about bullshit.
That the fact that the majority of us are no tolerance for this. The majority of us are saying, oh, hell no, we ain't going.
That's
so,
right.
Let's pay attention to that. Let's pay attention to that, and yeah, bang on the YKs and all that. But most of us ain't going. Most of us see what it is, and so that part we can just try to be encouraged about, and we can just keep banging. I'm gonna bang on my channel. Sweet Ma, you've inspired me to do it. I've been thinking about it, so I'm gonna bang, and we just gonna bang. All right, we gonna bang.
What's your channel?
The Verbal Assassin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Verbal Assassin.
The Verbal Assassin.
Yeah, the Verbal Assassin. Dash TMHC. I was trying to, but the panel was full, man. Like it was full, so I had to keep pressing that button.
Big Head ain't want to be a gentleman.
Man, my guy friend was here, and he was like, "You gonna hit that panel?" Because he knows how I go in. He's like, "You would barbecue him, would you?" I was like, "You know I would." Like, it would have been really, really bad. So it's probably good I wasn't up here, because I would have just lost it. Especially the way he was disrespecting Sweet Ma. That was just unacceptable. Sweet Ma, don't be so nice. You can mute them. You can kick them off. You can talk louder than that. Find your inner lioness roar, okay? Do that for me, because this is your panel. All right, and anybody who comes here needs to respect that this is your panel, your channel, and they're either gonna come correct or get gone. That's it. That's all there is to it.
Period. Thank you.
All right. I love you, Black people, and I'll check y'all later. All right. Good night.
Verbal Assassin, and I love her name, the Verbal Assassin. That's a dope name. But let me say this real quick.
Sweet Ma, you have to find your Samuel Jackson and let it be known. Listen, I'm not going for the bullshit.
She just needs to find her balance. It's all about having a balance. It's good to be, but you also have to be assertive at the right time too.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. No, what the problem is, I noticed that when I allow people to get me worked up, it affects me to the point where I'll get a migraine. So when he was pissing me off, I literally would have to get quiet just to compose myself. So I let him just speak. But the more he kept speaking, the more I realized what type of person that I'm arguing with. And right. I think as soon as Brother Mark and I'm happy he came back on here. As soon as he came up here, the energy, oh my God. I was embarrassed because Brother Mark was trying to speak. It was just like a back and forth. But anyways, real quick, the Clout Committee, thank you. Zero tolerance for our children. If we can't protect our children, we can't even try to protect each other. Draw the line. and sand and stand on it. And again, thank you for that. But the fact that you said that, it reminds me back to when we asked YK the truth. If that were your daughter, what would you do? He said that he would whoop that person's ass without evidence. But yet,
see how you purposely left out the other part that the brother said, I could be killing an innocent man or woman. I added the woman part, but he said I could be killing an innocent man. You see how you just wicked? You wicked, man. You worse than the oppressor. You wicked.
Where understanding the sentiment of all of us feeling the same, and what he failed to realize in, following these supposed leaders, we're supposed to be a community, right? Which means if somebody hurts your child, I'm supposed to feel affected. I'm not supposed to turn a blind eye, right?
Yeah, but it also got to be out of truth. See, that's the part y'all keep leaving out. It can't be out of emotions. See, you got this con nigga right here looking like a hungry hippo. You can't be wicked with your emotions and leave the truth to the side and just act off your emotions and go approach somebody and you can be 100% wrong. Are you damaging the community or are you solving a problem constructively? Answer that, motherfucker. If you moving off your emotions and you attacking the wrong person who's not a suspect, who don't have shit to do with what you talking about, because you just emotional. I heard about some kids and you run on somebody and they like, man, get the fuck on, man. And then you get your ass whooped or put to death.
This is what it's about. So, like when Kim was up here, same thing. He said, okay, well, what if you tell me, okay, somebody did this to your daughter, and I want to feel outraged, or I want to come and handle this with you. We're all a community. We're all one.
You heard what she said? I want to feel outraged. So she just... So if I go to her and I say, hey, somebody touched my son, no evidence, no proof, and she say, look, I just want to feel outraged. I'm just mad. I had a bad day today. And we go beat up on some innocent person who don't have shit to do with what we alleging him to have done. What we looking like? Assholes. Jackasses. Now we in trouble. Now I'm getting taken away from my son, and you getting taken away from your kids if you have, or whatever you have, it's worthless. It's not even in good faith. It's just all of our emotions. Sit behind bars because of an accusation. But a lot of dumb motherfuckers these days are cool with that. They say it blatantly. I'm cool with just being a murderer or a person just wrong. I'm cool with that.
So how dare you not understand the sentiment of us feeling outraged for the child, unless you, in fact, simply, you're on the wrong side of the fence.
And he triggered so many people, didn't he? I know you guys up here was triggered.
All I want to know is why he spent like 5 hours defending a man he don't even really know. That's what I want to know. But ain't have not one lick of defense for the 14-year-old child that is allegedly, if we want to add that doubt, even though we know his track record, allegedly was raped. The fact that it's in question, you as a me.
You know the track record. You know all the rest of those allegations, because none of those was convicted. Sarnetta said it. A lot of people saying that he never been to jail for molestation. It's just alleged. Why you can't tell the truth about one time in your life? As far as me knowing you just from hearing your voice. These are alleged things. The 4 other cases, whatever you want, alleged. None of the people who said those things, not this woman and the other dude that came on from Brooklyn, said he was convicted or anything. They say he was just alleged. Allegedly, he was doing these things. He beat all those cases. Here come another case now. So people trying to set up the narrative of he get off because he paid somebody, he knows somebody. You talking about an alleged thing, ma'am. Not factual, actual. I'm going to ask this question again. Show me where the brother been convicted. He signed up for being a pedophile or molester. He did time in prison for it. If you can't show me that, okay, then anybody can say anything about you. You molest little boys. Okay? You molest little boys. I can tell by your voice. You mess with little boys because you don't like grown men. Now, other people start saying this and pushing this alleged thing. Would you like that? You can tell us all you want. I ain't do it. I don't do that. So what? You still molest little boys.
Men need to stand up and have a sound ground, not stand behind the man that is being accused as the perpetrator. You get what I'm saying? Like that don't make no sense to me, and that's why
it don't make no sense because you don't have no truth and light in you. If you had truth, you'd be like, hey, ain't no verdict being came out. We don't know if he's guilty or innocent. But like I say, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can choose that side, and YK and anybody else, me. We can say, hey, we want to be neutral or we want to choose polite. You can't do a damn thing about it. Talking shit, name calling ain't gonna get nothing done. So what? You can name call till you turn blue in the face. But you ain't gonna do shit to nobody personally. This ain't no back in the day. I keep telling people that. You ain't gonna run up on nobody and pitchfork them and take them because what you think they are.
I really wanted to get on while he was here because I wanted to ask him, why is you going so hard for a nigga you don't even know? You just know.
I wouldn't ask him that question, man, because it's a dumbass question. Because he can easily ask you, why you going so hard for a woman and a child you don't even know? It's the same thing.
You know what he show you, what you hear, but you don't know what go on behind closed doors. And even with that being said,
you don't either. Like, what kind of shit? Everybody on here talk with their foot name off. What happened behind the closed door? Can you go into detail for us? Besides your emotions, I already sung that H-Town song. Emotions make me cry sometimes. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is emotion. These dudes are just, probably tired of their wife. I know this dude probably tired of his wife. He looking for a young gal. His damn self. Ex-con, nigga. I don't niggas.
There's been things that have been exposed, and people who actually know him and grew up with him throughout his life have.
So hold on. I just heard somebody on here say it don't matter how long you grew up with a person. That don't mean you know them and all that. So Polite didn't probably know them people like that. They probably seen Polite from a distance. Polite ain't probably never threw a football with him, played basketball with him or nothing. We don't know that. Nigga can come on here and lie about it. Yeah, I knew Polite. We used to play basketball. Like, y'all just take shit for face value, and YK was trying to say that. And if you are really smart, conscious, and all this shit y'all say y'all are, y'all be like, yeah, you're right. It can be. It can be that. It can be just, somebody saying some shit, and it's 100% bullshit. But no, just because YK didn't agree with the 14-year-old, everything that came out of his mouth had to be bullshit. Which showed me that y'all not about the truth about any type of fairness and all that genuine shit you trying to portray yourself as. You're not about that. That's facts.
Spoke on his character, and you're still defending his character, and you don't even know him. You goofy.
So what that make you, ma'am? You real tight about a dude you don't know. Who that you would never say that if you met him face to face. All this tough talk. You wouldn't say that to one of his wives. But the internet, man, make people just think they can kill people. They gangster. Want to yoke people up because they don't want to agree with you.
You know what, Kay, real quick, and I'm so happy you said that because, Kay, I was trying to remember what I was going to say, and because of you, I remember. Okay, Blue told me to check my DMs. I forgot what I just pinned, but sorry that I pinned something. I took it down. Before I forget what you were gonna say, when